There's no substitute for you being good at what you do. There is no substitute for you being good at what you do. There is no substitute for you being excellent at what you do. But here's where the game changes. Those of you who are likable and have above average social skills and know how to market will kick the competition's butt. You know how I keep my mindset right? You know how I kick the competition's butt? I don't even watch the news. See, when I was raised, if you were anything like me, nobody told me that, you know what, my success is based on the economy. Nobody told me that my success is based on a media report. You know what they told me? They told me that I will reap what I sow. That's what I was raised on. Raise your hand if you were raised on that principle, that you will reap what you sow. Now, here's why I think differently. Here's how I doubled my MBA income in 3 years. Because I think differently. I think I execute and I win because I think differently. See, reaping and sowing, most people look at that as an integrity message. And it is. I'm from Chicago's inner city, and I realize I have never been invited to a thug retirement party. I haven't. So you grew up around bullies, right? You grew up around bad people, and if they didn't change, they eventually got it. Am I right or wrong? Reaping and sowing is real. It's about integrity, and let me help you out. It's never the right time to do the wrong thing. You can write that down. They showed me you got a notepad in the back. Write that down. It's never the right time to do the wrong thing. Integrity. But when I heard that message, I think integrity first. But here's why I'm different. To me, that's a marketing message. If I reap what I sow, if I want a big harvest, I got to scatter a lot of seed. Realtors, can I ask you a question? If you want a big harvest, and if you don't scatter a lot of seed, you're fooling yourself, and you're trying to violate spiritual principles. When I look at the system that Brian and his team has created, he's talking about scattering a lot of seed. If you scatter a lot of seed, you will get a big harvest. If you don't scatter a lot of seed, you'll get a medium harvest. If you scatter a little seed, you'll get a small harvest. So the reality is this: the marketplace is waiting on you. The marketplace will respond to you. So if you want a big harvest, why in the world would you not scatter a lot of seed? Here's what I did. The first 3 years I retired from the NBA. Here's what I did. I started my business. I got on the phone and I asked 25 people to buy every single day. I asked 25 people to buy every single day. Let's do some simple math. 25 times 5 is what? 125 times 4 is what? Oh, somebody said 600. I would never have cheated on your paper. 125 times 4 is what? 500 times 12 is what? 6,000. By having the habit and the ritual of calling 25 people a day, asking them to buy, in a year's time, I asked 6,000 people to buy. I did that for 3 years straight. How many people did I ask to buy in 3 years? 36 months. 18,000 people. If you want a big harvest, you got to scatter a lot of seed. And here's the good news. By me calling 25 people a day, every single day, asking them to buy, I got really good on the phone. If I get you on the phone, oh, I'm going to close the deal. That's the same confidence I had when I played in the NBA. Why? Because I shot 500 shots a day, every single day. You better not leave me open. If you leave me open, I'm going to pop this J right in your eye, and don't act crazy because you know it's coming. I was able to develop that level of confidence because of habits and rituals. 500 shots a day. Over time, I developed muscle memory. Over time, my body knew what to do. And here's the good news. If you have good habits and good rituals, they work even if you don't feel like doing it. Some of you guys are looking at me and say, well, he played in the NBA, I can take him. No, you can't. I'll kick your butt. Why? Because I was a pro. And I made it to the NBA because I mastered the fundamentals of basketball. When I left sports, I didn't focus on making money. I focused on the mastering the fundamentals of business. One fundamental of business that you must master is marketing. How good do you market? Now, I know some of you guys never heard of me. I get that. I mastered all the NBA fundamentals well. LeBron James has mastered all the fundamentals great. So what happens if you mastered all the fundamentals of business? Great. All the fundamentals of marketing? Great. All the fundamentals of selling? Great. All the fundamentals of relationship building? What happens if you become great in all the fundamentals of business? Guess what? The market will speak back to you.
Confidence is a skill set. If you want to be the best in the world at what you do, I give you permission to be confident. When I left sports and got into the real world, I began to realize people struggle with confidence. I hate to be hard on ladies, but ladies, you're so hard on each other. You hear women say this all the time. I cannot stand that woman right there. Oh, she gets on my nerves. She thinks she's all that. Ladies, you know I'm telling the truth. Help me finish this statement. Who does she think she is? Well, you know, I played in the NBA. Let me help you out. Michael Jordan knew who he was. LeBron James knows who he is. I want you guys to hear me and hear me good. Confidence is arrogance under control. That's all confidence is. I give you permission to be confident. The only way you can be successful in life is you gotta have confidence. You should be as confident as you can be without crossing the line into arrogance, and here's why. Arrogant people stop growing. Arrogant people stop developing because arrogant people think they have arrived. People ask me all the time, do you miss the NBA? No, not at all. Oh, yes, you do. No, I don't. Think about it. I have a very successful motivational speaking business. So people think I miss the money. I don't miss the money because I make more. I don't miss the travel because I travel more. The only thing I miss about the NBA and being in an arena like this is being around 15 people all day long who are thoroughly convinced they're the best in the world at what they do. That's what I miss about the NBA. I can't recreate that fellowship. There's a speaker named Brian Tracy who says this: your salary will be the average of your 5 closest friends. As you become a professional, never forget that. Whoever you hang around, you will become like. What does that mean for you as a high school student? Your GPA will be the average of your 5 closest friends. So if you ever find yourself needing a high GPA, get some new friends. If you ever find yourself as a professional wanting to go to that next level and make more money, get some new friends. Go for your dreams. Don't live life with regrets. Go for your dreams. Do not live life with regrets. When I got that phone call, that wasn't my daddy talking to me. That was my high school principal saying, go for your dreams. Don't live life with regrets. I had a dream when I was 17 years old that I'm going to play in the NBA, and when I'm done playing in the NBA, I'm going to double my income in business. I'm 43, and I'm living the dream. I made it to the NBA, and now I'm on the verge of tripling my NBA income. And I sat and said, just like that. I remember high school like it was yesterday. That first day of high school, I went home and I threw me a pity party, and then I came up with a plan. And I've been making plans ever since. So when you leave this conference, I want you to remember one thing, and one thing is very important to you. Always look like success, always look like money. Make sure you understand the likability factor. And if you ever have something happen to you, I give you 3 days to throw a pity party, but that's it. You throw your pity party for 3 days and then you come up with the plan. See, when I played in the NBA, I couldn't do what LeBron could do. I couldn't do what Michael Jordan can do, and that's why you'd never heard of me. But when I started my speaking business and I watched videos of Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, I watched the video and I told my wife, I said, babe, I believe I can do what they can do. I never became the top basketball player in the world, but I'm here to tell you, I've been sitting on benches all my life, and I will never sit on the bench again, and I'm not going to quit until I'm number one. I don't want you to quit until you're number one. So if you see Les Brown before I do, you let him know he ain't the only brother in town. If you see Tony Robbins, he's a little bigger than me, but I'm going to knock his butt out. If you see Zig Ziglar, he's getting old, but I don't mind picking on old people either. I want to compete, and I'm not going to quit until I'm number one. When you get on that college campus, whenever you get there and you compete. You be confident. You know there's going to be some other people just as smart as you, but you get in that college campus and you compete and you make sure you get in your weight room because you are qualified to be there. Do you hear me, FFA?